Dhoni, we're now joined by former India captain Sunil Gavaskar. Sunil bhai, thanks so much for talking to us. My first question to you, actually, I'm looking for an answer to the question that MS Dhoni asked the media when asked that should he step down as ODI skipper. He asked the question to the media saying, if you think that by my stepping down, Indian ODI cricket will improve, then I will step down. So now, as a media man, what do you think? Him stepping down is going to help Indian cricket or not?
Well, it's a decision that he has to take himself. Look, you can never take the achievements that he has had for India. He's been India's best skipper by far. He's won just about everything: the World T20, the World 50 Overs Championship, the World Cup, the Champions Trophy. He's taken India to the #1 position in Test cricket. So his achievements are manifold and wondrous for the country. And I do believe that it is he deserves the respect and recognition for it. And whether he should stay or not really should be up to him. Whether he feels it is up to it, whether he's got the enthusiasm for the job, whether he feels that now that he can turn it around. These are things that he has to look at. I do not think it is going to be fair that he should be removed as captain. It's a decision that, out of sheer respect for the man, should be left only to Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
Right, Sunil, like you talk about, it also depends on what he's feeling right now, what his mindset is. Does he want to continue? From whatever little we heard, he made it very clear that he's still enjoying his cricket. He likes to take this responsibility of leading the side. So whatever we've understood, Dhoni is happy leading the Indian ODI side. It was a rhetorical question that he threw to the media saying that, do you think I'm not good enough? If you think it is, I'm not good enough. Or if people think I'm not good enough, maybe then I should step down. But just for the benefit of Indian cricket, Sunil, what do you think? Is it beneficial for Indian cricket to have him continue as ODI skipper?
Yes, I do believe he's got a lot to contribute to Indian cricket, not just as a keeper, but as a captain as well. Yes, I think these results against Bangladesh have been unfortunate, but let's also give credit to Bangladesh for the way they have played in this series. They've played superb. They found a new bowler who's picked up 11 wickets in the 2 one-days, and really the Indian batting, which is supposed to be its major strength, hasn't really had an answer to the left-handed angle deliveries that he's producing. So I think once the batting starts to come good, then everything will click into place. So let's not have any knee-jerk reactions. Yes, loss to Bangladesh, difficult to swallow, but give credit to Bangladesh for the way they play.
Well, absolutely. Sunil Gavaskar says that MS Dhoni should continue. In fact, whatever reactions that we are getting from former cricketers, be it Chandu Bode, Ajit Vadekar, Dilip Vengsarkar, all of them are saying that Dhoni should continue as ODI skipper. We also asked our viewers on our website, should MS Dhoni continue as India's ODI skipper? We've already got close to 600 votes, and majority of them believe that he should continue. 56% of the respondents saying yes, he should continue as ODI skipper. 41% think that no, it's time to get a new ODI skipper at the moment. Going back to Sunil Gavaskar, Sunil, have you in this past few games seen a change of demeanor as far as MS Dhoni is concerned? We all know him as Captain Cool. Have you seen that change a bit? I'm referring to a few incidents. We've seen one, the collision that he had with Rahman. He was fined for that. Apart from that, 3 major changes. This is something that we don't see with MS Dhoni. He doesn't panic. He likes to stay with the fixed team that he's got, win or lose. Have you seen slightly a change of demeanor or MS Dhoni in the past few games?
No, I think the same. He's at the field, even at the rest of the defense thrown at him. He seemed fine. So no, I think he's enjoying the captaincy. From what little that I get to see, it's quite clear that it is the responsibility of captaining the country, and he's still got a lot to give. He's only 33 years old. I think when you get to about 35, 36, that's when individuals also start to feel that they would just want to play as players, not have the additional responsibility as a captain. Because as a captain, you're not thinking only of your own form. You're thinking of everybody in the team, and that can be a little bit of a burden. And at about 35, 36. So I think another couple of years, we don't really need to look beyond MSD.
Okay, the other thing, Saibai, because we're looking at the results, like you said, Bangladesh has played really well. We must give credit to them. One would agree that MS Dhoni probably changed the way India played ODI cricket. In fact, how probably the world played ODI cricket. Over the years, do you think he needs to reinvent himself, maybe as a batsman, as captain? Because we usually see in cricket, the rest of the teams catch up.
Yes, I think there are areas that maybe he can get a little bit better. For example, I think that he should be a little more hands-on as far as the bowling is concerned, in the sense that sometimes what happens is, because he's such a cool guy, while the bowlers who are getting clobbered might not actually have the same temperament, they might start to panic. And at which stage I believe that MST needs to go up to the bowlers a little bit more and tell them maybe to change the line of attack or bowl in a different way, which is what we haven't really seen. I'll say even in the IPL, for example, when the bowlers were getting clobbered, he was still just standing behind the stumps. I would much rather he go down, and maybe it's a matter of, even if you really speak nothing, you're just taking away from the rhythm of the batsman. Just that little delay of maybe 20 seconds, 30 seconds as you just put your hand around the bowler, it's taking away the rhythm from the batsman. So I think these are things that he needs to do, which will give the bowlers also a little bit. Look, this game, the format, and particularly with the big bats and stronger players, bowlers are going to get clobbered. Therefore, they need that little bit of around their shoulder.
Okay, since we're looking at different areas where the Indian team can improve, Saibai, one thing that I read that you've written in a newspaper column, you were a bit critical of some players carrying on with the Indian team without performing for some time now. Do you think even now that is an area that the Indian team needs to look at, that some players have overstayed their welcome in the playing 11?
Yes, I think some of the players have got away by the team six when the team wants to stick around, and now for these average performers, there was an opportunity to show that the fact that they're a wonderful opportunity. It's been. I'm not going to take any names. There is still one more match to go, and this is still our team. This is still the Indian team. Once the series is over, maybe you can talk about who should be replaced or who should be coming in. But yes, I think there are some players who really need to pull their socks.
And finally, Saibai, before we let you go, what did you make of Rahane being dropped for that game? It surprised many because many consider him as a mainstay of that Indian batting lineup.
Well, I don't know why. I thought maybe that he wasn't well, that maybe he had some sort of a niggle. And sometimes when you have a niggle, you don't want to aggravate it. But if he's been left out, then for no other reason,
yeah, Saibai,
then I'm surprised.
Sorry, just to let you know the reason as well, because MS Dhoni clarified, he said the reason they dropped him, he was well, of course, the reason they dropped him, they thought that he cannot rotate the strike, especially when it comes to subcontinental conditions. When it's overseas conditions, he's very good in the middle order, but in subcontinental condition, they don't believe that he can rotate the strike pretty well.
Well, I don't know how many matches he's played in recent times. So in the subcontinent, I don't think India has played a lot over the last couple of years in the subcontinent. So I don't know where they got that. Well, I suppose if that's what think tank thinks, then we have to go with it.